Hello viewers, welcome again to example 1 on the application on linear equations that I started with you in the first video. In the first video, we started learning about application on linear equations, which is the same as word problem questions on linear equations, and we've done a detailed explanation on it, and also we've handled some foundational statements, that help us to be able to tackle word problem questions, all in the first video. And I hope you understood it and you enjoyed the lesson as well. So this is a continuation to solve an example with you, so that you get a better understanding of it. And I will advise that you do well to watch the first video, because the first video lays the foundation, the basic knowledge and understanding that you need about word problem questions on linear equations. I've done all those explanations in the first video, which you cannot ignore. So please do well to watch the first video so that you can get a good foundation and understanding to be able to handle this session as well. And please don't forget to like the video and also share them after watching. And if you are watching for the first time, please do well to follow the page and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's go ahead and tackle the example 1 that I have on the board. So let's read the question together. So example 1, it says that if 1/3 of a number is added to 1/5 of the same number, the result is 8. Find the number. So I'm going to read one more time. So it says that if 1/3 of a number is added to 1/5 of the same number, the result is 8. Find the number. So you are being asked to find the number in this word problem question. Now anytime you have a word problem question, and there's an unknown number or value in it that you are looking for, the first thing to do is that you represent that unknown number by a variable. I hope the explanation is clear enough. So look at the question. It says that if 1/3 of a number is added to 1/5 of the same number, and the thing is that we don't even know the number that we are talking about. That's what we are looking for. So I'm saying that whenever you are tackling a word problem question, and there's an unknown value in it, or there's an unknown number in it that you are looking for, the first thing you do is that you represent that unknown number by a variable. Now the reason why most students struggle with word problem questions is because they try to put everything together at once and solve it, and that makes the work very difficult and confusing. But actually, if you are to take the question step by step, and you go through a step-by-step procedure to solve it, you see that it becomes very easy and clear. And that is what I want to show you in this video. Anytime you have a word problem question, don't try to put everything together at once and derive a solution for it. No, in that way it makes it difficult and confusing for you. So the best thing that you can do is that you follow a systematic order to arrive at the solution. Then you solve and you get your answer. So that's what I'm going to show you in this video. So please follow carefully and apply that to any word problem question that you get, and you will be able to solve it. So I'm saying that the first thing that you are supposed to do here is that we represent that unknown number by a variable. So let's do that. So I'm going to write down my solution. Let me write down my solution, and I'm going to say that let the number be s, or let the number equals to s. So I'm going to say let the number, so that unknown number, let it be s. So let the number equals to s. I hope you understand up to this point. Someone can say let s represent the number. Is the same thing. Actually, you can use any variable that you want. It's not always compulsory that you use s. You can use any variable that you want to represent that unknown number. Okay, I'm just using s. Okay, so I'm saying that let the number equals to s. Okay, so that number that I'm looking for in this statement, okay, in this question, I don't know its value, so I've represented it by a variable s. I hope you agree with me and you understand up to this point. Okay, the next step is that whilst you read the question, try and write an expression, okay, for any statement that you read in the question. Okay, that makes the work much easier for you. Okay, so I'm going to show you. So I'm going to read again, and at every point of reading, I'm going to try and write an expression in terms of s for what the question is saying, okay, so that I can build on it. So let's go ahead and let me read again. So it says that if 1/3 of a number, okay, so now that 1/3 of a number, I should be able to write an expression in terms of s for that statement. I hope you agree with me. It says if 1/3 of a number, what number are we talking about? S, because I've represented that number by the variable s. So now if 1/3 of a number, so we should be able to write an expression in terms of s for that statement if 1/3 of a number. So 1/3 of a number, let me write it down. Okay, so it's going to be like this. So 1/3, so this is the 1/3 of, so repeat your of, a number. What number are we talking about? The variable s, because that number I've represented it by the variable s. So 1/3 of a number, so 1/3 of the number is s, so 1/3 of s. Okay, I hope you agree with me up to this point. Okay, so now we can simplify this one. 1/3 of s, okay, that's an expression in terms of s for the statement 1/3 of a number. Okay, I hope you agree with me. But this we can simplify, okay, because of in mathematics means multiplication. So we are going to change this to multiplication and we'll simplify. Okay, so let's do that. So this one is going to be 1/3 times s. I hope you agree with me. And that is going to give me 1/3 s. Okay, I hope you understand up to this point. Okay, so that's an expression in terms of s for the statement 1/3 of a number. It is 1/3 s, and this is the procedure that you have to go through to arrive at this, the 1/3 s. I hope you agree with me and you understand up to this point. Okay, so let's proceed again and read. Okay, so now it says if 1/3 of a number, which is the 1/3 s, is added to, okay, so it means addition. Okay, added to means addition. Is added to 1/5 of the same number. Okay, so now again, we need to be able to write an expression in terms of s for the statement 1/5 of the same number. Okay, what number are they talking about? The variable s. Okay, because that's the number that we don't know, we've represented it by s. So it says it's added to 1/5 of the same number. Okay, which number? S. So we are going to go through the same process and write an expression in terms of s for the statement 1/5 of the same number. I hope you agree with me and you understand up to this point. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so it says if 1/3 of a number is added to 1/5 of the same number. Okay, so we want to write an expression in terms of s for the statement 1/5 of the same number. So it's going to be 1/5 of the same number, which is the variable s. Okay, so 1/5 of s. Okay, I hope you agree with me up to this point. Okay, and we can simplify this. Okay, because of in mathematics means multiplication. Okay, so I'm going to change this to multiplication, then we'll simplify. So it's going to be 1/5 times s, which will give me 1/5 s. And I hope you understand and you agree with me up to this point. Okay, so now let me read again. Okay, and let's proceed. It says that if 1/3 of a number, okay, which is the 1 over 3s, is added to, okay, and I've explained to you that added to means addition. It's added to 1 over 5 of the same number. 1 over 5 of the same number is 1 over 5s. Okay, so it's saying that 1 over 3s is added to 1 over 5s. That's the meaning of that statement. Okay, so if 1 over 3 of a number is added to 1 over 5 of the same number, so we are going to write an expression, okay, of adding this to this, okay, because that's what the question is saying. Okay, so let me write that one down. Okay, so I have that my 1 over 3s is added to, which means addition, is added to 1 over 5 of the same number, okay, which is talking about this 1 over 5s. So 1 over 3s plus 1 over 5s, okay, the result is 8. Now let me explain it from here. So now I hope you understand the explanation up to this point. Okay, it says 1 over 3 of a number, which is the 1 over 3s, okay, is added to 1 over 5 of the same number. 1 over 5 of the same number is the 1 over 5s. Okay, so it means 1 over 3s plus 1 over 5s, which is giving us this 1 over 3s plus added to means addition. So 1 over 3s plus 1 over 5s. Okay, it says that the result, which result are they talking about? They are talking about this result, 1 over 3s plus 1 over 5s. So this is the result that they are referring to, is 8. Okay, now is in mathematics means equal to. Okay, so this result, we are going to equate it to 8, because I have explained that is in mathematics means what? Equal to. So 1 over 3s plus 1 over 5s, which is this result, this is the result they are referring to, is 8. So we are going to equate this to 8. Okay, so it's going to be equal to 8. Okay, so this is a linear equation now. So we are going to solve the linear equation for the value of s. Okay, so it says if 1 over 3 of a number is added to 1 over 5 of the same number, the result is 8. Find the number. So we are solving for the value of s in this linear equation. This is now a linear equation that we are to solve for. Okay, and I've taught you linear equation as a full topic some time back. Okay, so if you don't have any knowledge on linear equation, please search for my videos that I've done on linear equation, okay, on Facebook or YouTube, okay, and learn about it so that you can get a foundation and understanding to be able to solve this one, okay, because we are going to apply that knowledge to solve this. Okay, so let's go ahead and solve this together. Okay, now you can see that it's an equation that contains fraction. Okay, and I've explained to you that anytime that you have an equation that contains fractions, the first thing you do is that you multiply through by the LCM. Okay, that's the first thing to do. Okay, how do you get the LCM? You use the denominators of the fractions. Okay, so the denominators we have here for the fractions are 3 and 5. So we are going to find the LCM for 3 and 5. And I've also taught you how to find LCM of numbers. Okay, some time back I treated LCM as a full topic. Okay, so just search for the video that I've done on LCM. Okay, in case you don't know how to find LCM of numbers, search for it. Okay, so that you can learn it to apply it here. Okay, so when you find the LCM for 3 and 5, it's going to be 15. So we are going to multiply through the equation by the LCM, which is 15. That's the first thing to do anytime you have an equation that contains fraction. Okay, so you are going to multiply through by the LCM, which is 15, and multiplying through by the LCM means that we are going to multiply each term in the equation by 15. That's the meaning of you multiplying through the equation by the LCM. It means each term in the equation we are going to multiply it by 15. Okay, so I'm going to multiply this by 15, this also by 15, and this also by 15. Okay, so I hope you understand and you agree with me up to this point. Okay, so I'm going to continue from here. So I'm going to have 15 15 times 1 over 3 is, okay, because the bracket means multiplication, okay, either I use a bracket or use the multiplication sign is the same, okay, so 15 times 1 over 3 is plus 15 times 1 over 5 is equal to, then the 8 also we multiply it by 15, okay, so 15 times 8, okay, so 15 times 8. I hope you agree with me and you understand up to this point. Okay, so from here you just need to simplify further. Okay, 3 goes here 1, 3 goes here 5, and 5 goes here 1, 5 goes here 3. Okay, then what you need to do is that just take your time and write what you have left. Don't rush it. Okay, so what I have left here is going to be 5 times the s. Okay, 1s is the same as s. Okay, plus what I have left here is 3 times here s. Okay, equals to 15 times 8. Okay, I hope you understand up to this point. So now we just need to open our bracket and solve further. Okay, so 5 times s, it gives 5s, plus 3 times s, it gives 3s, equals to 15 times 8 is going to give 120. Okay, so I'm going to have 120. Now these are like terms that you can simplify. The 5s and the 3s, they are like terms. Okay, so we do the addition. Okay, this is an application on algebraic expression. Okay, I've taught you algebraic expression, so we are applying that knowledge here. Okay, so 5s plus 3s is going to give me 8s equal to, then the 120, you bring the 120. Okay, I hope you understand. Okay, from here you just find your value for s by dividing through by the coefficient of the s. The coefficient of the s is 8. Okay, so we divide through the equation by 8. So I divide here by 8 and here also by 8. This 8 and this 8 cancel. 8 goes here 1 and 8 goes into the 120 15 times. Okay, if you do your long division, you know. Okay, 8 goes into the 120 15 times. Okay, so we have that our s equals to 15. Okay, and that is the final answer. Okay, I hope the explanation is clear enough and you understood it as well. Okay, so the question says we should find the number. Okay, so that number is 15. Okay, if you want to check that what you've done is correct, you can substitute the value of s, which is the 15, into this equation. Okay, so when you put the value of s into this equation, when you simplify the left hand side, you see that you get a value which is the same as what is at the right hand side. Okay, so you get 8. If you don't get 8, then it means what you've done is wrong. Okay, but what you've done is correct. So if you check, you see that when you substitute the value 15, okay, into the equation, you simplify the left hand side, you see that it will give 8, which is the same value as what is at the right hand side of the equation. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the lesson and you understood the lesson as well. Please don't forget to like the video and also share the video. And if you are watching for the first time, please follow the page and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you again in another video whilst we solve more examples on this. Bye bye.